To CookTop Vipes. Today we're going big, literally. From giant burgers to oversized pizzas, this countdown reveals the top 10 giant food creations that will blow your mind. Let's get started. Imagine a burger that takes up almost the entire table. A massive bun, baked until golden brown, is cut in half to shelter a mountain of juicy patties. Between them are layers of cheese that melts in the heat, fresh greens, crispy cucumbers, and tomatoes. Every sauce is generously applied, from classic mayonnaise to spicy barbecue. Special giant grills are used to prepare such burgers so that the frying is uniform. Often, a whole team works in the kitchen. One turns the patties, another builds the layers, and a third pours the sauce. When the burger is ready, it is often served on a huge wooden board, and to cut it, you need a large knife or even a pizza saw. This is not just a dish, but a real culinary performance that amazes the audience and makes them take out their phones for photos. A mega pizza is when a standard plate is replaced by a countertop. The dough is rolled out so that it becomes thin and flexible, but strong enough to hold kilograms of filling. The sauce is applied with large ladles, the cheese is poured in buckets, and the meat and vegetable ingredients are laid out in whole handfuls. Such pizzas are baked in enlarged ovens or on open grill platforms. Often, long wooden shovels are used to turn or move, and sometimes several people hold the pizza at the same time. It is also cut in a non-standard way with giant knives or special round cutters the size of a bicycle wheel. Each piece can be larger than a standard pizza, and the aroma of cheese and spices can be felt several meters away. Giant sushi rolls are a challenge for the chef and a spectacular show for the audience. First, a sheet of nori almost the size of a tablecloth is placed on a bamboo mat. Then they spread out kilograms of rice, cooked to a perfect stickiness. Then they add pieces of fish, vegetables, omelets, or even several types of seafood at the same time. To roll up such a structure, sometimes 2 or 3 pairs of hands are needed, and the mat itself can be reinforced with wooden slats. The slicing is also special, with a huge knife with a long blade or a kitchen saw. Each piece comes out the size of a palm, and it combines several layers of taste at once. Serving such a roll is a real event that gathers friends and acquaintances around the table. Giant pancakes are fried in pans that look more like metal discs. The batter is poured in large portions using ladles or even measuring pans. To turn such a pancake over, you need a huge spatula or even 2. The surface is fried until golden brown, sometimes adding chocolate chips or berries right during frying. They are served in a stack that reaches the height of the cake and poured with syrup from jugs so that it flows over the edges. They are often decorated with fruit, whipped cream, or nuts. One piece of such a pancake can replace a full breakfast, and the sight of a whole portion causes a wow effect even in the most demanding spectators. Huge waffles are made in special industrial waffle irons, each of which resembles a barrel lid in size. The dough is poured in buckets to completely fill the mold, and then covered with massive heavy lids. After baking, they get a perfect golden grid with deep cells that easily fit a handful of berries or a scoop of ice cream. Such waffles are served on large wooden trays and cut into segments that look like slices of pizza. They are often decorated with mountains of whipped cream, chocolate sauce, caramel, and fresh fruit. One piece can weigh more than a kilogram, and even a group of friends rarely finish the entire portion in one go. Giant burritos and wraps start with a tortilla the size of a small blanket. Layers of filling are laid out on it: rice, beans, meat, vegetables, cheeses, sauces, and all this in industrial quantities. To wrap such a structure, you need skilled hands and a lot of skill because the weight can reach several kilograms. Often, chefs use foil to keep the shape and heat. They cut the giant burrito with large knives, revealing an appetizing slice with a dozen bright layers. Such a dish is served as a culinary show on large wooden trays, and each piece easily replaces a full meal. Mega hot dogs are a spectacular combination of a long sausage, sometimes more than a meter, and a specially baked elongated bun. The sausage is fried or baked, adding spices for flavor, and the bun is heated to a soft crust. Then, vegetables, sauces, mustard, ketchup, and often a whole layer of cheese are laid out on top. Some chefs add additional toppings, such as bacon, caramelized onions, or even chili con carne. This dish can only be served on a special board or tray, and it usually takes 2 or even 3 people to eat it. Giant cookies or brownies are baked in pizza-sized molds. The dough is kneaded by buckets, adding kilograms of chocolate chips, nuts, or caramel pieces. They are baked in large ovens so that the middle remains tender and the edges become slightly crispy. Then they are cut into massive squares or triangles, sometimes served warm with a scoop of ice cream on top. The smell of cooking fills the entire kitchen, and the view when cut with a thick layer of chocolate looks so appetizing that it is almost impossible to resist. Monster sandwiches are made up of dozens of layers, different types of meat, cheeses, vegetables, sauces, lettuce leaves. Each ingredient is laid out so generously that it is almost impossible to hold the sandwich with your hands. To prevent it from falling apart, wooden skewers or even metal rods are sometimes inserted. Giant sandwiches are cut with long knives, revealing a motley palette of layers. This is a dish for large companies or culinary shows, where the main goal is to impress the audience with the scale and variety of flavors. Giant portions of ice cream and sundaes are prepared in huge glass vases or metal bowls. Inside are several liters of ice cream of different flavors, laid out in the form of a slide. Chocolate or fruit sauce, nuts, candies, cookies, and a giant cap of whipped cream are added on top, often decorated with wafer tubes or pieces of fruit, and sometimes even whole desserts on top. You have to eat such a portion with a large spoon, and even a group of friends rarely finish it. This is not just a dessert, but a real attraction for lovers of sweets. That was our top 10 giant food creations. Which one made you hungriest? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on CookTop Vipes for more food adventures.